Hello there and welcome back. I'm Willow Grace, and I want to thank you for joining me as we take a look ahead at your astrology forecast for the month of June. Now, before we start talking about astrology, if you're interested in working with me, you can visit my webpage to schedule a tarot and astrology consultation. You can also learn and participate by signing up for one of my classes or workshops. If you would like to receive your monthly astrology update by email, this information can be found at willowgracemystic.com, or you can sign up in the link below. Scorpio, there has been an explosion of color and life that happens this time every year. And with that, we're reminded of the buildup of Taurus and Aries energy this month. With Venus and Uranus and Mercury all in the grounded and earthy sign of Taurus, we are now ready to relax, sink in, and begin to focus on things that bring us pleasure. With expansive Jupiter and fiery Mars, both in the pioneering sign of Aries, this is a time of expanding and starting something new. You may have to dive in deeper. This time may find many people looking to plant seeds or begin things that are enjoyable and that bring us pleasure, especially in the areas of self-care. This energy can be a little obsessive and have you wanting to find activities where you can slow down, enjoy the beauty that's around you, to sink in and live more in the moment, and to be connected with others and nature. The sun in Gemini alone serving as an opportunity to communicate these thoughts and ideas with self and others. So settling in with this grounded energy and continue to work with Mercury is still stationed retrograde. It will continue its backward trek in the sky until June 3rd. Therefore, continue to use caution when signing important documents, anything for work. If it's possible, postpone the important starts of major projects. Remember that this is a time to go back, finish, and redo, to complete projects that you've already started. I use Mercury retrograde as a time for clearing, cleaning, and reorganizing. This time is best used to finish what was started so we can begin anew with a clean slate. You may feel that your energy is a little bit sluggish. With this planet, when it begins to finally move direct, this will be the universe giving us the green light to move forward with new projects and new activities. And then our energy levels will begin to pick back up over the next coming weeks. And for you, this is in your partnership sector. This is with your relationships, your clients, your one-on-one, your significant other, your best friend. And so this will have you going back and clearing out and cleaning and removing and making sure that you're clear and concise with your words. Then beginning on June 4th through October 23rd, Saturn, the planet of discipline and stability, is going to station retrograde in the visionary sign of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius represents connections with family, friends, and ideas. Saturn is responsible and reliable. So while stationed retrograde, this will not be the right time for significant work changes. Use caution in decisions in these areas of work and finances or in signing of important contracts. This retrograde may have many people feeling that their ability to move forward has been stalled. So use caution with harsh judgments, that's Saturn, on others, Aquarius, and ideological instability. And for you, this is with your house, your home, your mother, your roots, your foundation. All of this will feel like there's a little bit of an undercurrent of going within. Next, on June 11th, Venus, which represents our money and values, is going to be conjunct Uranus in the grounded earthy sign of Taurus. Now, this is dynamic energy that will mainly affect earth signs in our home life. The focus of this time may turn to our career, our finances, and we should also include the planet Pluto, as it can be seen as moving away. Therefore, this period may push us to personal transformation and draw attention in our lives to all types of Taurus themes. These include stability, strength, sensuality, tenacity, and being filled with deep emotion. June will be a time to focus on loved ones. This is another Taurus theme, to slow down, enjoy life, and enjoy the flow. And this now will be back to your partnership sector. This is one-on-one clients, one-on-one partnerships. This is significant others and work partners. This is you with someone else. Then on June 13th, On June 13th, Mercury, the planet of technology and travel, is now out of its shadow and moving direct. It is pulling forward full steam ahead and joining the sun in the communicative sign of Gemini. Now, Mercury loves this placement and it feels at home here. The sun illuminates topics of conversation, and Gemini energy amplifies especially all air signs. Gemini themes at this time will include your social life, the ability to have a conversation with others that could improve the world or global ideas. This will be a perfect time for making new friendships that'll blossom on an intellectual level. Mercury in Gemini loves to probe the minds of others and needs to be able to understand their thoughts. And this for you is in your house of combined income, or your wills or debt or taxes or legacies. It's contracts that you've signed with others. And so this house is where you're going to have a mutual communication. This is alimony, child support, debt, anything that this could be a contract between you and your significant other or a partner that you wish to work with. So for the next few weeks, thoughts and communication will be witty, intellectual, and a point of strength. Then on June 14th, we're going to have a supermoon in the fiery sign of Sagittarius. This is going to be the first one of the year. This full moon is in the mutable fire sign. Full moons, they bring endings, closure, culmination, a time to be receptive, a time to take the light and awareness of spirit into your emotional and physical body. Since it's a supermoon, expect the energy to be stronger and you may feel more emotional. Sagittarius is the 9th sign of the zodiac, representing seeing the bigger picture, travel, higher thought, mind. It's full of fire and enthusiasm with masculine energy to work with. This moon evokes philosophical thoughts within us, probing us to look for the meaning of life. Since Sagittarius is global and views the bigger picture, this moon is going to be revealing things that were hidden. This transit is a profound time to say goodbye and set your old plans and your past baggage afire, ablaze, burn it, get it gone. It's time to move forward and step into and embrace new adventures in your life. And for you, this is going to be in your second house of resources and finances. This is how you feel, your self-worth, your cash, your property, what you value. And then the following day, the moon is going to enter the responsible sign of Capricorn. So you're going to have some things revealed in this house of your self-worth, your value, your cash, your property. And then you're going to say, where do I move on with this? What do I do with this? Well, the next day, the moon's going to go into Capricorn. So this is a greater attention on where you're going, where you're moving forward with, where you want to end up, and the ability to think more in more practical terms in order to move forward with. On June 16th, the sun, which rules our ego and our life's purpose, is going to square off with the illusionary planet of Neptune. Now, the sun rules the fiery sign of Leo, and it illuminates our personality and creative self-expression. The sign of Neptune inspires all types of dreams, imagination, and intuition. Because the sun is entering a square, this is a conflict or a tension point with Neptune. And so we may experience problems motivating ourselves, wanting instead to daydream. This square is between your partnership sector of signing contracts or sex or wills or legacies, birth, death, rebirth, the house of transformation, and your house of fun and lovers and children and romance and creativity. Now, since we also have Saturn stationed retrograde, this energy is very active, and this may have you feeling as if this is not a time to innovate in life. Some others may feel sadness or disappointment and confusion about events from the past. Many may be subject to deceptive Neptune influences that lead us in a way that we don't want to go. All the while, Neptune may have us seeing the best in people, and some may assert their beliefs on others. This is going to be a good time just to focus on yourself, your plans, your goals. What do you want to create? Things that you want to do. Take your time with them. Focus on how you can do this step by step carefully. Next, on June 19th, all inner planets are now direct. Now, this is the second window of opportunity to put things out into the universe and work with the flow. The energy is flowing outward for creation. At this time, there can be more energy for what you want to do. The window is open until mid-August. This is a time to manifest, create, launch something new, make something new, make the big decisions, invest, move to a new space for work or for home, to start new projects, look for clarity for future planning. Perfect opportunity. Then on June 20th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in a beautiful, harmonious aspect with the expansive planet of Jupiter. Now, Mercury represents our thoughts and our consciousness, and it's in its home sign of Gemini. This is the planet of our everyday communication and travel, and it's going to have you analyzing and defining the way you communicate with others. So we look to, again, your house of shared resources, the taxes, the psychology, the mystery, the legacies, the wills, and we look to your house of balancing work and health and nutrition and mental, physical, spiritual well-being. So with this is, you may be developing knowledge in a specific area or understanding many topics at once. This can be the type of learning to help you better appreciate something that you want to study for later, curriculum or material. This transit is going to encourage you to expand your mind, Jupiter, and open the door to success with communication skills, Mercury. Next, on June 21st, the sun is going to leave the Aries sign of Gemini and shift into the watery and intuitive sign of Cancer. This time is also known as the summer solstice. In the northern hemisphere, the June solstice or summer solstice occurs when the sun travels along the northernmost path in the sky. This marks the astronomical start of summer in the northern half of the globe. In the southern hemisphere, it's in the opposite, making it the start of winter, when the sun is at its lowest point in the sky. The summer solstice is the day with the longest period of sunlight, so our sun will be at its highest in the sky. The summer solstice reminds us that nothing lasts forever. We live in a realm where everything is constantly changing, growing, evolving, dying, and being reborn. This is a time of letting go and of acceptance, to be fully in the here and now, to be present and soak up the richness of today, to release what no longer serves you, to be in the moment and be prepared to receive the renewal and the rebirth of what has been sown. Now, the shift of this period may be very emotional because the sun spreads emotional intelligence and it directs our attention at this time to family. And so this will combine where you want to go in life, your travel, your higher learning, your connecting with others. This is writing or taking of classes. And so you may feel motivated and urged to make an emotional connection with new friends. New beginnings of warmer and longer days and new adventures await. This is a time to spend with family in your home environment. And so home may be different. The desire to feel safe and secure. You may want to take some time to reflect on what you've learned throughout the throughout the last lunar cycle. This is a new season of softness, nurturing energy, and emotional sensitivity that's going to emerge. Your intuition is going to be extra strong, and this is you could use it to help guide you in what you need to finish, to let go of, and to move on from. Stronger bonds emotionally can be formed now, and you may feel stronger when you are confident in your commitments with others. Then on June 22nd, Venus, the planet of passion and desire, enters the thought-provoking sign of Gemini. So for the next several weeks, love and romance are going to be greatly influenced by intellect, wit, and logic. At this time, conversation will be key to connect with others. And on June 28th, the moon is going to join the sun in the house of travel again, and connecting with foreign people and things and food and higher education and learning and becoming a student and becoming a teacher and writing. And we're going to have a beautiful watery new moon here. And new moons bring clean slates, fresh starts, and new beginnings. This is a perfect time for you to set the intentions for the future. This new moon in Cancer, it's a harmonious time to connect with the global perspective for internal emotions, mood, and habits. Cancer is the fourth sign of the zodiac. It represents your comfort, your self-care, your cozy and safe spaces. This moon is going to open a doorway for you for new opportunities for creating an environment that helps you feel safe, warm, and comfortable. And then later the same day, we're going to have Neptune, the planet of dreams and illusion, stationing retrograde. Now, Neptune's movement is associated with creativity and imagination for music and art and poetry. So this time you may discover you have a new skill or a new hobby. And as it's going to have us focusing inward. So use caution for overindulgence at this time, since Neptune often wants to escape reality. This is a perfect opportunity for a boost of spiritual enlightenment because our minds are going to be focused inward with dreamy idealism. Be cautious of the desire to sink fully into your inner fantasy world and look for connections that are helpful in opening up more opportunities. I do want to give you a glance ahead at July 1st, because on July 1st, Mars is going to square Pluto, and this is going to be a difficult transit. This energy will last for up to a week before, 5 days before and 5 days after the 1st of July. So around this time, try not to antagonize, use caution with your ego, and I'm going to be sharing more information as the date approaches. Thank you for listening and watching this video. If you would like to receive your updates as soon as they come out, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel below. Make sure you share with your friends that you think could benefit from this information. You can also find me on Facebook, where I host live offerings and personal updates. To sign up for my newsletter, you can visit willowgracemystic.com or click in the link below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this energy and how it is manifesting in your life in the comments below.